So I'm having another trip coming up in a few weeks, going back to the US finally, and I thought it would be a great idea to share what type of cameras and accessories I would bring on a trip like this, because this is mainly going to be a trip or a vacation with the family, so no running around with huge equipments or camera gear. So what I'm bringing on this vacation is mainly things I prefer to use and things that will help me make these travel videos. So I guess this video applies more to those average camera users out there than those comparison videos I've made in the past. So let's just get straight into it and let's start with the cameras. The first thing is, of course, the X4. And if you've been here for a while, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I can't travel without the X4. Simply because it records everything. It's a brainless device, I would say. Tap one button and you record everything in now 8K 30 FPS, and with the latest firmware as well, you'll be able to live stream using the Insta360 mobile app and also edit videos easier with the new updated AI. And I just can't wait, and I'm really looking forward to test especially the live streaming when I'm far away from what we call decent Wi-Fi speed. You know, in the US the Wi-Fi speed doesn't even come close to what I have here at the office. So like I said, we also have 8K resolution, which looks amazing, and this paired with the 3-meter selfie stick, I will be able to capture those fake drone shots and those epic hikes, which is fantastic. Now, another thing I use when I capture hikes is the Insta360 Go 3S. And in my opinion, it doesn't really matter if you use this or the Go 3, because at the end, it's the exact same, or it has the exact same use cases. So the main difference here is going to be the resolution, so 2.7K versus 4K. But all in all, I would use both of these. I just happen to have the 4K version here, so this is my go-to. But you know, if you don't mind, and if you're gonna upload videos to social media like TikTok, Instagram, and your main purpose is to upload vertical videos and short form content, you might as well just go with the Go 3, which shoots a 2.7K, because for social media it's gonna be more than enough anyway. Now, I also want to say that I have a full in-depth video on all these devices, which I will leave down in the description below, just in case you want to know my honest thoughts on a specific device. So if you want that, there is a link down below. Now, capturing videos from the ground is one thing, but I also like to capture videos from the sky, which is where this beauty comes in, the DJI Mini 4 Pro. And this is what I consider the best travel drone ever made, and that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, it's such a fantastic drone, and what makes it even better is that I paid for this with my own money. So DJI did not send me this, and I picked this up right before we went to Hawaii last year. They had one unit, so I was pretty lucky to, you know, we sat outside of the store for an hour before they opened, just to make sure that we were first in line, and I was able to pick one up, which was fantastic. And I mean, I had such a great time in Hawaii when I flew this last year. It was so windy as well, but it really performed well. So if people come up to me and ask me which is the drone to get, you know, the Mini 4 Pro is always going to be my #1 recommendation, because it also has these 360 avoidance sensors, you have waypoints, you know, it's the best travel drone. End of story, and it weighs 249 grams. And what's really good is that these sensors that you have on the drone here does also work with quick shots, and quick shots is something I use all the time and implement and mix that into my manual flying. So I also have a video actually on quick shots and why this is something you need to start using. So I'll leave that video down in the description below if you want to check it out. But you know, quick shots are not so gimmicky as you might think. So a lot of videos that I capture is also captured with the quick shots, and I have one shot in particular which I went out and shot a few days ago, and it's just mind-blowing how this turned out when using Helix. So make sure to go and check out that full video down in the description below. And of course, another reason is that you have waypoints, which is fantastic to set up a waypoints mission when you're out traveling. You have cruise control, you have active track, which has been hugely improved. I also have a video on that, so make sure to check that one out as well. And you know, it's the best for its price compared to like the Air 3 and the Mavic 3 Classic. It's by far what I consider the #1 DJI drone. Now, when it comes to snorkeling and diving and everything that's going on below water, basically, which is something that I do a lot of when I'm out traveling, the Ace Pro is my go-to, and the reason is clarity zoom. I also have a video on this, I will leave that down in the description below as well. But when we went to the Maldives, I was using the clarity zoom 90% of the time when I was using the Ace Pro, and I was able to capture these amazing, mind-blowing shots of these fish here, even though, you know, the X4 is what I consider the best all-time champ of underwater filming, especially for travel videos, because it records 360 videos. The Ace Pro with the clarity zoom, and if you mix that with 4K 60 FPS, it allows me to capture things where it looks like I'm closer than I actually am, and I can slow the clips down in post later, which adds this cinematic look, so it's just fantastic. I'm also going to bring the new Hohem iSteady V3 gimbal that I just got, and I'm not going to be using a phone with this one, so no smartphone going to be used with this one, but what I'll be using is my action cameras. And one of the reasons is that it has this new AI, or this improved AI tracker here, which is a standalone tracker, and also these improved hooks here, which allows me to mount an action camera easily and easily balance it without any issues. And it also has this fill light here, which makes these action cameras look even better in low light, because out of the box they look decent, but it can always be improved. But I will have a separate video on this coming soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that video. So yeah, this is something really interesting, and it also has this detachable remote, which is pretty useful actually. I've been testing this out for some time now, and yeah, I really like this this Hohem iSteady V3 gimbal, and it folds up pretty nice here. So yeah, this is one thing I'll be bringing, and actually the first gimbal I've taken on a vacation in quite some time actually, because I actually find this useful because it has that standalone AI tracker. Now I'm also going to bring the DJI Action 4, of course, this one paired with the DJI Mic 2, which I have somewhere here, and of course the Mini 4 Pro, both having D-Log and 10-bit. You know, this is the perfect vlogging setup, and I just love how wide the field of view is on the Action 4, and with the D-Log and the 10-bit on the Action 4, and of course the Mini 4 Pro as well. I'm also able to get more dynamic range and more colors, so when I use my Signature LUTs, I'll be able to get the best possible looking image, which is amazing, and one of the reasons I won't be traveling without these two devices. Now to carry all of this, I'm also using my good old LowPro 450W this time, mainly because it has this tripod pocket on the back here, which I'm using with my 3-meter selfie stick and the X4 to capture those hands-free drone-like shots when I'm out hiking, and this backpack is also really comfortable even after 6 years of use now. So with this I can access each side and the top separately, so I can easily organize and put things where I need it to be, and then have easy access to it later. I'm not sure if it is in production anymore, but I will leave a link to a similar one or a newer model down in the description. Now, when it comes to accessories, I'm just gonna bring some basic selfie sticks here basically. So one of them is the 3-meter selfie stick, and we also have this 1-meter selfie stick, which I use when I don't want to capture those high fake drone aerial shots with the X4. And also I'll be bringing this tripod here from PGY-Tech, and this extends a little bit and I can just fold it and flip it and do things like that. And what I really like is that it has this click-on system here, so I can just pop this right into place there, and I now have a selfie stick. And when I want to pack this in my bag just to make it a little bit smaller, let's say I have 2 cameras on here, I can just fold it down like that, take this off easily because it has a button on the back side here which you can also lock, and now I can place these in the backpack. So really convenient, really happy with this this system from PGY-Tech. So I'll leave a link to, well, there will be a link to everything down there below as well, so make sure to check those out later. So yeah, that's basically the accessories I will bring. Of course I will bring the dive case for the X4. I'm excited to test that out even more and give you my honest review on that, which is coming later because it's an expensive dive case. So I want to give you the my honest review of that to, you know, help you decide whether this is going to be for you or not. Now, to keep things organized, I also, especially when it comes to micro SD cards, because I have a lot of micro SD cards, I use this multi adapter here from DJI as well, and this basically stores the different micro SD cards here. You have normal SD cards here, and on the other side you also have normal SD cards, but you can use these adapters, so you can put a micro SD card here as well. And here you also have a slot for the SD card and the micro SD card, and hidden inside here we have a USB-C cable, which you can now just plug into your computer, and then plug your micro SD cards in here, your SD cards, and it has a read speed of 350 megabits per second, I think it was. So yeah, this is pretty fast and really convenient because it folds up as well, and it's pretty secure, it's water resistant, and it's drop proof as well. So if you drop it, nothing will happen, it will keep everything secure. So yeah. And the last thing I use to keep all the smaller parts organized, like cables, pens, different mount adapters, and also some ND filters, DJI Mic 2 batteries, and everything, even this, you know, lens cleaner here, is this travel pouch from DJI Tech, and it just clicks into place like that, and you can use these other compartments here to store things like cables, and you have different rooms and other compartments in here. So here I have a few batteries. So yeah, this is something that really keeps everything more organized when I'm out traveling, and either I put this in my carry-on or my backpack when I board the plane, or I just put it inside my check-in bag, depending on what type of things I put in here. Usually I have my SSD discs here as well, and the cables for my Mac. So for those times, I'll be bringing this in my backpack, because then I have everything I need to work on the plane as well, if I'm editing a video or anything like that. So yeah, that's basically the travel pouch that I use. Highly recommend it. You can get it in 2 or 3 different sizes, I think. I'll leave a link to that down there as well for you to check out. But yeah, this is something I've been using ever since it came out as well, and one of the best accessories or organizers that I use when I'm out traveling. Now, personally, I don't think I could ever travel with one camera. I don't think that is possible, but thankfully I have Philip though, which can also help me shoot some videos on his own. And I think that's the thing. When you have kids, just, you know, get them a camera and see what they end up recording. It's just amazing. Sometimes you have the most unexpected clip of something, which is fantastic. And I also think having a few cameras which you make dedicated to a certain things, like the Go 3S for POV and hiking, the X4 for everything basically, and the Action 4 for vlogging with the DJI Mic 2, and the Ace Pro for some underwater cinematics. I'm not saying you need one camera for each of these things, but for me it kind of makes sense. It keeps things more organized in some way, I guess. So when I need a hiking clip, for example, I know that that hiking clip is going to be on the X4 and the Go 3S, and if I want a POV shot of that hike, I know for sure that that's going to be on the Go 3S. And when I need to pull out some underwater clips, I know it's going to be on the X4 or the Ace Pro here. And if I'm looking for a specific cinematic shot of, you know, some underwater creatures or something like that, I know it's going to be on the Ace Pro. So that's kind of my way of keeping things organized when I'm out traveling, whether this is for work or for pleasure with the family. You know, it just makes sense to me. So let me know in the comments below if it makes sense for you. So that's basically what I bring on my vacation. I also want to know what you bring and what camera is your go-to camera when you do a trip overseas. Let me know in the comments below. And I also have some really exciting videos coming up soon, which I can't wait to share with you guys. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe and like button so you don't miss that video. And also check out my online shop where you can find something like my free DJI Mini 3 Pro cheat sheets, which also relates to the Mini 4 Pro. And I also have my top selling Signature LUTs, and of course the X4 cheat sheets. So that's gonna be everything for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. This is just, you know, what I will be bringing on my vacation, and like I said, I really want to know what you are bringing on your vacation, so let me know that down below. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Links to everything will be down there, as I said. So thanks for watching, take care, bye bye.